is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Match day 2 of the Super Cup 2025, and I want to do a recap of the two matches. Northeast United facing Inter Kashi and last season's final FC Goa versus Jamshedpur FC. Well, the Northeast United Inter Kashi match took place at the Bambolim Athletic Stadium. FC Goa played Jamshedpur FC at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Margao. And the biggest problem for all the four teams were the unseasonal rains, and that could become an issue. I spoke about it in my lives a few times in the last couple of weeks, looking at the India versus Singapore match, looking at FC Goa versus Al Nassr, that the rain could become a factor and could become a problem for the competition. Starting off, Northeast United were held to a 2-2 draw by Inter Kashi FC in the early kickoff, and that surely is a surprise because Northeast United FC had won the Duran Cup earlier this season. Inter Kashi have been training only for a few days, no foreigners in the squad, no head coach Antonio Habas, but still they could pull it off. Inter Kashi went ahead after just 5 minutes. Harmanpreet Singh with an opportunistic strike. Northeast United FC put a lot of pressure on Inter Kashi, and Aludin Ajare, after missing earlier chances, equalized after 18 minutes, and then after a corner, Mikkel Sapako gave Northeast United a 40th minute lead, taking the 2-1 lead into the break. They had even more chances, the Highlanders, but Inter Kashi had their chances. Karthik Panikkar, who earlier on missed an opportunity in the 74th minute with the equalizer, and it would stay this way, which is, of course, a huge success for Inter Kashi, who, if normal things happen in Indian football, would be a league opponent of Northeast United FC this year. Then on the other side, we had, as I said earlier, the rematch of the Super Cup Final 2025. FC Goa 2-0 winners versus Jamshedpur FC. FC Goa, of course, have been playing in the AFC Champions League 2, while Jamshedpur FC have put together a new squad. They lost their head coach Khalid Jamil to the AIFF and the India setup. Stephen Dias taken over, but they've made some very interesting signings. They've been active in the transfer market, but both the teams had their issues, especially in the first 45 minutes with the heavy rains. And still, FC Goa, both teams had their chances. It was Javi Severio who scored just before the break to give FC Goa the lead. There were discussions amongst the match commissioner, the two captains, if to kick off the second half or push the match to Monday morning. Both the teams decided to play the second 45. The rains got less, and Dejan Drazic, with an opportunistic strike after 66 minutes, gave Goa a 2-0 lead, and they would win this game with 2-0, which gives them advantage in the group because, again, only the team which finishes top of the group makes it into the semi-finals of the Super Cup. And Group B, FC Goa top of Group B, Northeast United FC as well as Inter Kashi are on 1 point, and if Jamshedpur FC are to make it into the semi-finals, they will have to win both the remaining matches and hope that FC Goa don't win any more games. That's the status of Group B after their first match day. Let's see what happens now. Group C and Group D now have their first matches and first match days. We look forward and continue to follow the Super Cup. Guys, what do you think? Do you agree, do you disagree with me with what I've said, or anything that you think that I should have mentioned, could have mentioned in this video? Write it down as always in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Hype my videos as well if you can. Visit my other social medias and visit arunfoot.com as well. I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.